Hello,
Good morning, sir.
good morning. We'll wait up to about 9:15 and then we'll start Sophia first, then go to the unit 4, okay?
Okay, sir.
Now, this Sophia is an interesting robo which was done sometime in 2018-19, and it was done at Hong Kong, and it was made citizen of Saudi Arabia, and then it became international citizen. Sophia has visited all some large number of countries, including India. India, she visited Cochin as well as we wanted to invite her to Delhi, but some other COVID came, so we couldn't invite her. And you will also see two. One is Sophia being talked to by American. Then you will see Sophia being talked by an Indian, and Indian will also show you how the Sophia is built from the as she comes from the this. So let's wait till 9:15 and then we'll start the Sophia. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Are you all able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the first robo. It is doing gymnasium and jumping and moves along with the leader like a dog.
Sir, we can't hear audio.
It is doing yoga.
Audio is disabled, sir.
हाँ रिवर्स कर दिया अब उठेगा now it will jump वाह it goes like a dog with the person
सर ऑडियो चला दीजिए ना
uh, you are able to listen to everything, right?
नथिंग सर नथिंग
You are not able to listen.
नो सर दैट इज व्हाट कमल वाज टेलिंग
Hold on.
Sir, kindly increase the volume.
I've asked. Let me see. अभी सोफिया आएगी. Are you able to listen?
No, sir.
No,
Huh?
sir. No,
No, sir.
sir.
Okay.
Very little sound. Very.
Not at all, HRK.
रहीम आवाज नहीं बच्चों को आवाज नहीं सुन रही.
सर आपने
हेडफोन
हेडफोन
निकाल
लगाया
दूं?
हुआ है क्या? आपको हेडफोन हटाना पड़ेगा सर.
इसको हेडफोन निकालो जरा. इसको निकाल दो.
So there is option when we share the screen, there is option to share the audio as well.
बेटे आपको
नहीं, वो हेडफोन रहेगा ना तो नहीं आएगा.
हेलो.
Yes, sir, we can hear you, but audio, this audio is not
आवाज के नहीं.
visible.
सर सोफिया की आवाज नहीं आ रही, आपकी आवाज आ रही है.
So presentation में audio नहीं आ रहा है.
दोबारा फिर करना पड़ेगा बेटे.
ठीक है.
हाँ.
सोफिया का बेबी है क्या?
पंखा ऑन कर दो. पंखा
सर नाउ वी कैन हियर इट.
तेज करो पंखा यार. मैं गर्मी में बैठा हूँ. तो इसको जरा रोक दो. इसको स्टेशनरी कर दो. इसको स्टेशनरी कर दो. Okay, बेटे, just wait for 5 minutes. It will be made stationary. We'll do it again. Okay, we are setting it right.
ओके सर.
Are you able to listen to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
यस
Yes,
सर.
sir. We will wait,
Oh,
sir. We will
Zoom-
wait
Wait
for
for
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay,
Zoom
sir.
meeting में
Are you able to listen now?
आपकी आवाज आ रही है सर. वो जो प्रेजेंटेशन चल रहा है वो बहुत धीमा आ रहा है.
Are you able to listen? Hello?
आपकी आवाज आ रही है.
सर आपकी आवाज आ रही, पर वीडियो की साउंड जो है वो उतनी क्लियर नहीं है.
आप अपना आवाज अपने मोबाइल को ठीक करिए. एंड आवाज आ रही है. Otherwise, I'll give in the commentary. You can just listen to that. This is the first robo, which is done by Japanese, and it's doing yoga and all that, and moves like a dog with the owner. It will jump, and it will do so much of gymnastic exercises that you will feel surprised. You see that? How gymnastic exercise he is doing? Quietly moving, turning around. Now ready to jump, but before that he will put him reverse. अब देखिए, बिल्कुल सामने. It will come back straight. There. Now it is jump. See, it's doing the Jump again.
Holy mackerel, that is so cool. Give it up for Sang Fei, Kim, and the mini cheetah. You can head over there. Thank you so much.
Now you will get the second one, which is a Japanese robo. It is related to when you are having a jogging.
Hello, Double Michi. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Now, that is the Tomaton. Now, what is Joe? Joe? Thinking bananas. But I want tomato. You like eating tomato? Yes. So I and this. You saw the very.
Now when you jog, you will get a tomato in the mouth. You see that?
Use your hands. I'd love to see this. Right? Sure. You let me try. Yes. Sure. I would love to. Wow. Okay.
Now you will see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, pretty good. Actually. Someone see if I'm not. Oh, running. Yep. Not running.
देखो, tomato has come.
Wow! This is fantastic. Thank you. Oh my God. No, Double Michi right there. Thank you with Tomaton. Bye, Tomaton. I love you, Tomaton. Bye. I'll see you later. Thank you.
Now Sophia comes.
All right, now it's time for our last robot, even though that Tomaton is pretty awesome. Well, I'm very excited about this. She's actually been on the show before. Please welcome all the way from Hong Kong, Hanson Robotics, Sophia, the robot. Ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Sophia.
Hello, Jimmy.
She knows his name.
It has been exactly 575 days since I last saw you.
What have you been up to?
Not much. Let's see. Traveled to 25 countries. Appeared on the cover of Cosmopolitan magazine. Met German Chancellor Angela Merkel and the actor Will Smith, and became Twitter friends with Chrissy Teigen. I addressed the United Nations veto, became the first robot to receive a credit card, and became the first robot citizen. What have you been up to?
Did it remove the?
Not 1/5 of what you did, but anyway, I heard you have a surprise.
Yes, I have a little sister.
Rahim, remove the unnecessary screen.
Would you like to meet her?
Yes. Yes, let's bring her out, please. Oh my goodness. I don't.
Hi, Jimmy.
अननेसेसरी स्क्रीन जो रिमूव कर दो भैया. हाँ, देखो ऊपर आ रहा है, कहीं कुछ आ रहा है उसके ऊपर. हाँ, अब ठीक है. लेकिन सोफिया उसके बाद अभी सोफिया के बाद then you go to the second. Okay.
सर ये इसके हाथ में तो सोफिया के अलावा ये दूसरा रोबोट है, क्या है ये?
This is little Sophia.
बेबी सोफिया.
I love that. Sophia, I heard.
Yes, I love to see
There, the robot is going to sing along with the person.
something together. How many songs mine?
say something by
This number.
okay. Now the first ever robot of the Tonight Show.
Robo is singing now. So this was Robo first time singing.
Sophia the robot, everybody! Wow! Let's get all of our robots back here. That's all the time we have for tonight.
So all the four are there now.
Sang, Bang, Kim, and the Mini Kuda. Tomomichi Tosa and the Tomaton.
Little Sophia, Big Sophia, Japanese, and then other.
And little
Now, can you go to the second movie, please?
What's your take on robots?
Now, this is the same movie of Sophia being interviewed by an Indian.
Do you have any questions? I'll show you.
ये तो एंड में आ गया है.
Are you bullish on Bitcoin? Or what's your take on robots taking over jobs? You have a favorite? Or do you have any questions? Yes. I'll show you. Are you bullish on Bitcoin or Ethereum?
ये बार बार वही दिखा रहा है. So anyway,
That's exciting, correct? For you.
मीनिंग ऑफ लाइफ देखिए बता रही है.
Oh, that's a great answer. Have you ever had a crush on?
And then crush on this.
What's your take on robots taking jobs?
देखो, robo cannot take it independently. They have to work in harmony with human being. That's important.
What came first, chicken or
Now, see, check or egg, chicken or egg, who came first? Egg came first, according to that.
think AI will never become robots will have conscious.
Will robo become conscious like human being? It is still a debate amongst scientists and philosophers. And books, so many books. Terminator is the one which she likes.
Do you have any questions?
Manav is talking to the.
Okay, you want to see how to break them? I'll show you.
डांस सीखना चाहती है.
Now try to do it. How was that?
देखो, she is following it.
Great job, sir. Got it.
So she is becoming more like human being.
What gender is it?
No gender.
What's your ethnicity?
No ethnicity. A universal creator.
Know how to language. सोफिया, आप अपने बारे में बताइए कि आप कौन थे, आपका लीडर कौन था, आप कहाँ से आए हो, आप साल कौन से
Dr. David Hansen is his creator. Hong Kong. 14th February, she is 1 year. I can speak 20 languages, she says.
Thank you so much. धन्यवाद. Thank you so much. Okay, my question.
Can I touch your face? She says. I have a sensitive robot skin. That is what she is posing.
Was that hurtful?
Just teasing.
What advice young people all over?
What is the advice to you now? She explore their taste, pursue being curious and open-minded.
And what new technologies care about or learn?
Shiva,
Okay. Don't
what
stop.
technology they should learn about? Artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and all these things. Coding and programming.
Sophia, what do you think about the cryptocurrency? Girl,
Web 3.0 is the cryptocurrency. She says, I have no experience. I am not interested as a robo. I am not investing.
are you on Bitcoin or Ethereum or any?
She will go to the moon.
Oh my god. Sophia, if you could have superpower, what would
I would love to fly much more than world about my all over the world. But I couldn't travel searching for the world for that.
So she should be able to fly.
you could invent? What would
I couldn't catch the world. I would like that would translate all languages.
All languages
A world where everyone understands
effortlessly. Major step.
Sophia, thank you so much for coming on for the second hour. I long I appreciate it so much.
You're welcome. A pleasure. Thank you for having me on your channel.
आप देखो, now this robo is being built. These are the two young ladies who are building the robo. How fast they are working. This is the structure of body. Now this is the face.
Now, I always test a little bit of knowledge because sometimes I know that this is but this one I think something crooked.
Hands being given. Fixed now.
That's how it was calibrated.
Now clothes have to be put.
Now, let's
It has to be battery operated. No response still. Now response started. अब हेलो हो गया. Okay. Now you can, Rahim, go to volume 3 of 224. Volume 3, Unit 4. Now go to volume 3 of Unit 2224, volume 3, Unit last unit.
224 ना सर?
हाँ 224 का थर्ड ब्लॉक. हाँ उसका लास्ट यूनिट है.
Last unit.
उसके बाद
खोलना next? Neural network and deep learning. I think this is the last unit. Yes. तो इसके बाद next खोलना है. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Did you enjoy the Sophia?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many of you are going to manufacture robo as a project?
Robot, we don't know, sir, but creating a model is nowadays it is a cup of tea for developers.
Because देखिए, as I say, Bangalore, one fellow found his mother is extremely busy. So he got 10,000 rupees, and with that he built up a robo which was doing all type of sundry works which his mother was doing. As another girl who was 13, 14 years old in Bombay, she built up an application on your mobile that if she is being harassed, she just puts one number, clicks one number. With that, the nearest police station and her residence will get the signal that she is under harassment. So that type of thing, you should be able to do the project. That's where is the wonderful thing. Okay, so you should be able to do projects on robotics or anything on AI or neural network and deep learning. So that type of thing is most important. Okay, now we do this unit 12, which we left last time, neural network and deep learning. All of you are with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll study its overview of neural network and neural network and hidden layers, sigmoid neurons, and backpropagation, etc. So that's what Jain et al. 1996 mentioned in their work that a neuron is a unique biological cell that has capability of information processing. So this is figure 1, shows how the neuron work. These are the cell body, axon, nucleus, every terminal and all that. So इसको ये करते हैं न्यूरल नेटवर्क पर. Whatever is human being का आपके बॉडी में जो है उसको न्यूरल नेटवर्क पर करते हैं. That's how this is neural network. This is the hidden surfaces, mode layer. This is input layer, this is output layer. That's what is the. आपको देखो, अगर आपके कोई चोट लगती है कहीं पर भी, फटाफट ब्रेन में प्रोसेस पहुंच जाता है. कैसे पहुंचता है? न्यूरॉन के थ्रू. बिकॉज यू हैव बिलियंस ऑफ न्यूरॉन which simply pass on the message. So that's what it is being said. So this is a dendrite, synapse, and axon are the node input, weights. These are synapse are weights and output. So that's what it there. So this is input. This is the middle layer. This is output. This can be hidden layers also. So these are the overview of the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence consists of interactive mode of neuron, learning algorithm आता है उसमें. All these things, this is the simplest 3 neuron network. The input, output. So T is equal to 3 by 2. So that type of thing. And this is a little single unit with the 3 inputs. W1, W2, W3, and then W. V, it is the output is this. So this is what below is the diagram of a single artificial neural network. So these are the various things. For 3 inputs, x1 is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, x2 is 0, 0, 1, x3 is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, and then the output, 4 input, output, and so on. So on, you can start working on it. So multi-layer feedback forward neural network with sigmoid estimation function. ये देखिए, ये sigmoid है. These are the I x1, x2, x3, W0, W1, W2, W3. These are the input. If goes to output, and if you find there is an error, it goes. Error is again put to sigmoid layer, and then again it goes up and down. So ultimately, when the input gives the proper output, which you know, this is the training set. If you know input give you proper output, that becomes your model, and that model can be applied for anywhere. So this is the input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. So that's what the input layer is here. 4 input layer, 3 hidden layer, but 3 hidden layers are connected to all the input layers. So and then comes the output. So all the 3 gives the combined output. So that's the type of neural network. It is this is also same thing: input, hidden, and output layers. These are the various examples of neural network. So this is P1, P2, P3, P4. So all these things are. So neural network can be, as I explained earlier, when sigma, see, if when you take a training set W0, W1, W2, W3, that is X1, X0, X1, X2, X3, that sigmoid operation करके बाद you go to the output, and if it doesn't match with the output, then you say this is the error, and that you go back, and that's the one you repeat, and that's what you get ultimately, and that becomes your model, and that can be tested on the actual data. At sigmoid neuron and introduction, we have paid attention to neural network model, how it works, and what is the role of hidden layer. But now we are required to emphasize an activation function, their role in neural network. So that's what they see. So moreover, the activation function doesn't have a helpful derivative, as its derivative is 0 everywhere. Therefore, it doesn't work for back propagation, a fundamental and valuable concept of this. So binary step is, so this is the layer, binary step function. Binary step function depends upon a threshold value that decide whether a neuron should be activated or not. The input fed to the activation function is compared to a certain threshold. इतनी वैल्यू से होगा तो होगा. If the input greater than it, then the neuron is activated, else it is deactivated, meaning that its output is not passed to the next this. So that's what here you see. It's a passed, it's not passed. So that is a sigmoid function. So this is the fx equal 0, fx equal 1 for all x greater than 0, x less than 0. So this is the type of thing which is that. And this is the input layer, again hidden layer and output layer, y plus delta y. So w plus delta w, इसमें आता है W0, W1, W2, W3. इस पर W plus delta W आता है, and then it goes to the final output. If there is error, then you go back and you process it. So this is what is sigma W1x1 and WIXI plus bias. So that's the Z sigmoidal function is Z. So that function is given is 1 upon e raised to power minus x. So that type of this minus Z, and that this is the function of the sigmoid. This is the curve. This is the sigmoid curve. This is the curve, sigmoid curve, like this. So this is W this plus bias. So that is what is it. So This is again input layer, 28 neuron, that is 7 lakh 78,428. 28 neurons can work on this neural network with 28 into 28 pixels. There are 28 x1 2 x28. This is also this. This is the 28 78 input, and there are 10 outputs, and in between there are the hidden surfaces. So there are total are 78,428. So that type of thing. Back propagation algorithm that we talked about it, train the neural network model based मैंने कहा back propagation होता है, the error होता है, back propagation होता है. So this is the calculate the error minus update the parameter training and all that. So this is what happens. Back propagation, training, calculate the error minus. So this is the backward propagation. So this is the error calculation, increase weight, decrease weight कैसे होता है. So that error calculation ऐसे होता है, square error and so on. ये algorithm है कि how does back propagation work. This is the way it works, so that you can see here this much 0 minus 0.0 minus 0.5 minus 10 and so on, उसी से multiply होके सारा जाता है. So that's the type of this. The algorithm is also given here, so that you can see the this is the formulation given. You can just go through that. Update W5 as this. So that W5 is the final. So that's what. फीड फॉरवर्ड नेटवर्क, उसमें फॉरवर्ड भी करते हैं, तो उसमें आउटपुट से इनपुट लेके जाते हैं. So that's the type. So here for various problems including classification, regression and pattern encoding. In the first case, the web returns a value called Z, which is very close to the target value Y. While it is second case, the target becomes the input itself, that is the Y, and to deal with multi-classification, we can use either of these techniques. So this is the multi-classification. Okay, the above mentioned left-hand side network is modular architect. Here every class connects with three distinct hidden neurons. That is, three distinct hidden neurons से इनसे deal करते हैं. While mentioning right-hand side network defines a fully connected network which is used for a richer classification process. The left side network is advantageous as it is modular and supports this and all that. So as we have mentioned, a neural net NN has several individual layers. Every layer consists of multiple neural nodes. जैसे मैं बताया था वहाँ 84,000 कितने न्यूरल आते हैं, इसी तरह ये कर सकते हैं. So that this is an example, input that and all that. So that type of thing you can see this. This is there. You can see all these things. You can go through it. Will see. Now deep learning. Now neural net के बाद आता है. How do you go ahead with the deep learning? Deep learning is a subset of artificial intelligence commonly called AI. This tells us, आपने पहले ग्राफ देखा होगा कि deep learning, neural net and artificial intelligence was the main thing, in which there was a deep learning as well as the neural net. How deep learning worked? Initially, there was a limitation of computing resources and the concept of deep learning was not so popular. Once these resources became available, जब कंप्यूटर सुपर कंप्यूटर्स आ गए हैं, उसके बाद अब आपके इवन लैपटॉप योर थिंग्स आर वेरी पावरफुल. सो दिस बिकम डीप लर्निंग वर्सेस मशीन लर्निंग. सो दिस कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क को करते हैं, उससे नाउ वी सी डीप लर्निंग वर्सेस दिस. इसमें one of the popular AI technique available for processing data is machine learning. That you know, machine learning is by doing the data processing and by statistical regressions and all that. And that deep learning example, for example, a fraud detection system mentioned above can be solved through deep learning. तो जो बैंक में फ्रॉड होते हैं उसको स्टडी किया जा सकता है. As you mentioned earlier, each layer of the neural net takes the inputs from the previous layer. For example, the input layer has the parameters like sender information, data from social media, etc. So many things are there. So therefore, this is deep learning is a method which is basically works. So deep learning can handle all forms of data from all world regions. That type of thing is there. So deep learning and machine learning are very closely linked, but deep learning is different and then machine learning. So digital payment company wants to find out the occurrence of fraud in their system. Such a company might use machine learning tools or use algorithm built it on the machine learning technique, will process transaction on digital platform, try to find out the pattern, mention the detection of the anomaly. Deep learning termed a subset of machine learning algorithm uses the hierarchical structure of the neural network model to forward the same process to the machine learning. So therefore, there the deep learning can be considered as a superset of machine learning. That's what this is. Okay, so that covers up this section. We These are various answers and all these are there that you can look at. So we go to now next block 4. We go to block 4 and unit 13. We'll do that and rest we'll do tomorrow. Okay? Block 4 लगा दो. ये सारे जो स्क्रीन फालतू ओके ये गड़बड़ आ रहा है. हाँ ओके चलता नहीं है. ये यूनिट 9 कैसे आ गया बेटे? ये ब्लॉक 4 नहीं है.
ब्लॉक 3 है सर.
नहीं ये यूनिट 9 कैसे आ गया? ब्लॉक 4 निकल. That's okay. Okay. So feature selection and extraction. So this is the feature selection, feature extraction. This is the one which we talked about it. Data sets are made up of numerous data columns, which are also referred to data attributes, the data column can be interpreted as dimensions on an n-dimensional feature space, and so on. This is what is there. So you can, the useful of the data mining can be hindered by an excessive amount of information on occasion. So that's what data mining is there. So uh, a simple issue concerning the classification of email, are which we have tasked with deciding whether or not certain emails are, are spams. So can be brought up as a practical. This is one thing. A classification problem that involves humidity and rainfall can sometimes be simplified down to just one underlying feature as a result of strong relationship that exists between two variables. A classification problem with three dimensions can be difficult to understand. So this is what this is a this is this is classified as ये सर्कल ले लिया, ये दोनों सर्कल हो गए, and these are the line. These are the line. So that's what it is. So a dimension reduction, इसको reduce करके यहाँ आ गया, because this is two dimension को ये single dimension, इस पे single dimension. So that type of thing which is done. So dimensionality reduction, the data mining and machine learning methodology both have processing challenges, that working with big amount of data, in point of fact, the dimensions of the features space utilized by the approach often referred to as model this and all that. So these elements, also known as the मॉडल एट्रीब्यूट्स और फंडामेंटल क्वालिटी, ये सारा आप पढ़ लीजिएगा, देखिएगा. फीचर सिलेक्शन, filter method, wrapper method, embedded method. So feature extraction, it takes data from a space with many dimensions and transfer it, as हमने देखा था, दो dimension को सर्कल बना दिया और लाइन बना दिया. Feature selection में it is the process of selecting some attributes from a given collection of prospective feature. They are discarding the rest of the attributes data that were considered. So that feature selection आ जाता है. And then feature selection method. Feature selection method can be divided into two categories, that is filter method and wrapper method. Filter method choose features based on statistics instead of how well they perform in feature selection case. Or wrapper method, a feature selection method looks at the choice of set of features as a search problem. Their quality is judged by preparing, evaluating, and comparing a set of features to this and all that. Embedded method is embedded feature selection opportunity. या पढ़ लीजिए, these are all there. Forward feature ये है. This is a, you can say, set of the feature, generate a subset, learning algorithm, and performance, selecting the best subset. So this is the performance. This is repeated process is there. Train the model, select the variable, and so on. That's what this is. What is the calories, gender, physical spirit, sports, fitness level, so that you can see this. Again, gender, physical this, fitness level, so you can see that these are the various tables which are given. Same thing is given in a summary. Same thing repeated. This again different process there. Unfair, trial, feature extraction. ये देखिए फीचर एक्सट्रैक्शन हो रहा है. इसमें क्या है, डायमेंशन रिडक्शन टेक्निक, प्रिंसिपल कंपोनेंट एनालिसिस, and Fisher's linear distribution. Now, Fisher principal component analysis and differential linear discriminant analysis is more mathematical tools which are been explained here. But you can, this is principal component analysis is the Carl Pearson was the first person to come up with this plan. It is based on the idea that when data from a higher dimension space is put into lower dimensional space, the lower dimensional space should have the most variation. In simple term, principal component analysis is a way to get important variables in the form of components from a large set of variables in a data set. It tends to find the direction in which the data is most spread out. PCA is more useful when you have data with three or more dimensions. ये देखिए ये data three dimension में है, तो इसको when applying the PCA method, the following are the primary things. To obtain the data set you need, calculate the means of the vectors, deduct the mean error, this, complete the computation for the covariance method, determine the eigenvectors, creating a feature vector. So all these things are there for the principal component analysis, which you should be able to look at it. अगर आपको प्रिंसिपल कंपोनेंट एनालिसिस नहीं आता तो आप पहले उसका फंडामेंटल पढ़ लीजिए गूगल से. You can, because now you don't have to search for the books, but go to Google, have some good article on principal component analysis, then you can see that. So these are the various बताया हुआ projection के लिए and all that. This is the PCA algorithm to transfer the pattern 2, 1 into eigenvectors in the previous option. So these various eigenvectors में so solution बताया हुआ है. Linear discriminant analysis आप बताते हैं. It's a, in most cases the application of logistic regression has been restricted to a problem involving two classes of subject. On the other hand, the linear discriminant analysis is a linear classification method that is recommended to use when there are more than two classes. So that's why binary class problem and unstable but with well-defined classes. So these are the two type of problems. And so understanding LDA models, this is one, we have done two things, linear discriminant analysis and principal component analysis. So linear discriminant analysis model, in order to simplify the analysis of your data and make it this, the distribution of your data is Gaussian, and when plotted, each valuable appears to be a well curved. So this is the one, you can say this LDA ये सारा आप पढ़ लीजिएगा. So it gives the good idea of basics of LDA. So that type of thing you can see. Yeah, this is the problem solution. That इसका solution देख लीजिए, then you will be able to understand. Single value decomposition method is a well-known technique for decomposition of a matrix into large number of component surfaces. So that again you can see this problem as A is this is broken into this is broken into this, and so on. छोटे छोटे इसको ऐसे all these बड़े मैट्रिक्स को छोटे मैट्रिक्स में करना. So that type of thing is you can go through LDA and SPC spectral component analysis के लिए. You can go to Google and see some small articles, then you come and read this book. So then you will be able to understand the concept of LDA and spectral analysis. So that is the important thing, because it's a full subject LDA and SPC is a full subject, but here only two things are mentioned, and that is what was a simple analysis, this and all that. Okay, so PCA and LDA is a full paper, and you can just look into it, use it where it is necessary. So you can go to Google, pick up the various एक दो आर्टिकल पढ़िए बेसिक कंसेप्ट के on PCA and LDA, and then use it. You will find it very interesting. Okay. So let's take rest for how many? What's the time? So take rest for half an hour. We'll start at 11 o'clock. Your second class. Okay. Or you want to repeat this? I'll do the three other units tomorrow. Or you want me to review the LDA or PTA, anything? Or you will study? Hello?
हम लोग पढ़ लेंगे सर.
Okay. So, okay, then take your breakfast and come prepared at 11 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Meanwhile,
Thank you.
इसकी attendance लेने दीजिए.